Good day, welcome to Khmer Green. This is my fig tour and it is my first time to grow this kind of fruit tree. So it's gonna be a lot of mistake and I'm excited to see what it's gonna be. So without any further ado, let's start with this big fruit tree behind me. I got these two trees from a fig bit seller and it's for local pickup. I live in Queens, New York. My growing zone is 7B. So many of or all of my fig trees are in 10-gallon containers. So for these two, they are mature tree. They are 5 years old. This one is I-250X. It's one of the best perform overall. I got just like it from him. He sell it for $100. This is great deal. It's a 5 years old tree with everything ready to go. What I have to do is just pick up from his home, put here, watering and wait for the fruit to ripe. That's it. For this one is Smith. It's also 5 years old and I got from the same person. This is a great deal. I got for 110. For the Smith figs, I don't know much, but as far as I know, the fruit is ugly, but the flavor is some of the best. So this is I'm happy to have this one in my collection. So for the mature tree, I only have these two because this is my first time and my first season to grow the tree. And this is if I don't have the local pickup, that person that's selling, I would not have any mature tree anyway. For the rest of the widow, the tree is gonna be from the root cuttings and a few from a seedling. So let's start with the king of the figs or the queens, whatever you're referring to. Maybe I can call queens because I'm living Queens. Yeah, take the queen is better. In terms of flavor, Black Madeira is many people agree that they are the best. So I got this one from a cutting that I able to root it during early winter. I believe I got this on December 18, and by now it's already put out 2 fruits and 3 actually, a little tiny one on top there. It's that 3 one, the last one is only forming when I put it outside already, but those 2 was when I rooting inside is already put out. So cannot wait for the fruit what it gonna be look like. On this side also Black Madeira from the same seller and also a cutting, but it doesn't have any fruit yet. Next one is also Black Madeira. I got from fruit nuts from a fig bit. It's already formed a tiny figlet on it already, so very exciting to see this one. On the left is the Preto. For Preto and Black Madeira, it's very similar in terms of flavor and the shape or the look of the fruit. And some people they believe they are the same, but some people they argue are not. For me, I have no idea. Next one is White Madeira number 1. This one it suffered a lot from a transplant because this year, the spring is a little wonky, and due to the improper acclimation, it suffers so much that all or most of the leaf on many of my fig tree are dropped, but they are bound back very fast. They grow like weeds, many of the varieties. For the White Madeira, they are green figs, and don't confuse with the Preto or Black Madeira. It doesn't relate it in any ways, despite the name Madeira. So these are different figs. White Madeira number 1. Right next to it is a Corydon Blanc. It also green figs, and the Corydon, many of people say they are some of the best family of figs. So cannot wait. This one is looking great. This one are Corydon Noir. So Corydon belong here, Corydon Noir here. So on the left, it also Corydon Noir. This one is cutting. It doesn't grow much since I uploaded it. But let's see. This one, this cutting I get from the same seller that I got a Preto, and it's very late already. So maybe next season it's gonna be bear any fruits. For this is Corridom Ramada. This one is a stripe fix. It's a Corridom family, but it's stripes, and it was 2 shooting in one pot, so I separated. This one get less root, that's why it suffers so much, but it already grow back up some already, so it's gonna be okay. Speaking of Ramada, this one is Martineca Rimada. It already formed a figlet already on there, so we're gonna see. These two are Campaniere, whatever. I don't know what the pronunciation, so just excuse my pronunciation. This one is it was 2, 3 in one pot, but this one is also get less roots when I repot it, so it suffer, it die on the top there, but the buds it breaking out now. It's gonna grow back fast. But for this one, the one that get more roots, it look really good. On the left, it's Campaniere also, but a cutting. That the one that I get the same from the same seller, the one Corridom Noir, Preto, and this one is just a zinnia to add some color on it. These two, one here and one here, are the zone migrants. These they are like relatively new, or in terms of popularity. So the flavor is, they say, some of the best. So I got 2. They are look very vigorous grower. Look at this one. It was get shocked when I transplanted, but now it's bound back fast, even faster than any other fig that I have here. These 2 cannot wait also. The next 2 are Italian 250X or I250X. I got 2 of these from Tinkerbugs. Yes, they are the family nursery in New Jersey. So they grow in zone 7A, I'm 7B, almost the same. So it's good to have or to buy from the local business. I got 2 of it because when I try so many places for the cutting, and it all fell on me. So when the springtime come, they selling seedling, I grab 2 of them right away. So in terms of vigorous, they are also vigorously growing well. So cannot wait if any fruits on this variety for the first year. And talking about the Tinkerbugs, these 2, this 1 and 2, Violette de Bordeaux, I got from them also. Before that I got 1 Violette de Bordeaux, but I'm not sure if when I transplant it incorrectly, but I believe it was shipping, because when I opened the pack they put one upside down. They try to squeeze in 2 plants in one package, and it was a little messy. So when I transplant it, it doesn't make it. But I just send them an email for the feedbacks only. But to my surprise, they refund the price of that's one. So instead of 1, I use the refund money to buy 2 more. So here 2 Violette de Bordeaux, and these 3 are fruits so much, but just like a tiny one, and it's early, so it's good to have some early variety, even if it's small or it's not the best tasting or not the best of all. It still has some fruit to it. This one tiny one is also a Violette de Bordeaux. It's from a tissue culture I got. It was like a $6 or $7 seedling. Not a seedling, it's like a tissue culture, it's a plant. So I don't think this one gonna bear any fruit this season. That's why I got two more, the bigger ones. On the right hand side is Violette de Sollies. I don't know much about this variety, but I heard people also say this one a good variety also. So here in the middle is a super jumbo DK. It's from Malaysia, the origin of the tree. The fruit is enormous, so I just want to see how big I can get and how it's gonna taste. Next one is a golden Riverside. I'm not sure this one a golden Riverside. It's the same with the Ben Riverside or golden rainbow, or the yellow long neck, something like this. As far as I know, this one a honey type fix. But I also bought another golden rainbow or Ben's Riverside from a Fitbit. It's coming, and if it come on time, I gonna put a picture of it in this video. Turn around this side. This thick weird looking thing is this one look funny or sad, rather I said. It's a bass favorite. This one doesn't look any good. When I receive it, it have 2 or 3 leaves, but on the top I also hit it and bump off a bud and a leaf. So now all the leaves are gone. I don't know it will make or not. And this one I believe it's an air layer, because at the end of the tree it was a big chunk of the trunk. It's still attached to there. So let's wait and see. For these 3, 1, 2 and 3 there, these are seedling. They are bar favorite and Saleeb. These 3 is not a breed by me. I bought the seedling from Tinkerbug also. So for people that want any variety, they should not buy a fake seedling. For seedling, only if you want to try, experiment or try to find out what it's gonna be this kind of tree, but not recommended, because the chance that you get the tree to grow become a common fig tree is very low, only 25%, something like that only, and we don't know how it's gonna be look. For this one is a Macool. I have no intention to buy this tree or whatsoever, but when I bid on the other tree, I wanted the Campaniere that I saw earlier, that was in 2-in-1 pot, and I see this one only like $10.50 plus a $12 shipping discount. So why not $23, right? Because I win another one, they offer discount combination shipping. So I got this one Mount Etna type, or like a Chicago hardy thing. By the way, I don't have any Chicago tree in my collection now. For this one is a Socorro Black. It already have 1 fruit on it. When I received it, there was 3 fruits, but due to shipping and transplant shock, 1 drop off and another one on top, I knocked it down by myself. So only 1 is left. On the left hand side here, probably the least good looking of my tree overall. The leaf, it got burned out and the bud doesn't want to grow. This one black Zadar, it's a flat one. It grafted on Celeste, and later I going to air layer the tree and let the Celeste grow, or just throw away the rootstock, because I don't think it's a good idea, or as a result now it doesn't grow any well to graft it. And if I left it outside when it mature or something like that, when it cold day, it's gonna die back all my cyan wood, so it's not good idea. Speaking of Celeste, this is improved Celeste. It's just the same Celeste but just a little bigger, because the Celeste fruit is tiny, but this one is a little bigger. It doesn't look really good either, because when I receive it, the root is not really there, only a little bit, so little. For this is growing very well, the Olympian. I got it as a tissue culture also. I believe the same seller as the tissue culture Violette de Bordeaux that I showed you earlier. And this one it grow okay. Probably I got 1 or 2 fruit this season. If not, I believe next season it's gonna be best fruit. Right next to it is the Caprify Fix. This one what? Antelope bread, something like that, from California, or I'm not sure, I forgot where is it now. This one are Caprify, so we cannot eat the fruits. We can use it only for the collecting the pollen for hand pollination. So I don't know, maybe next season, but good to have some, try something experiment. And the last fig tree is this one, an unknown variety. The fruit is big, and I don't know, when I first collecting fig first time, we don't know what's good what not, so I just see it big fruit, I just try it. So this is the unknown giant from California. And for this tree it's just the chili, that's it. So for the tree, all in container here, and here just some flower. This one a daisy, this one a California poppy, to add some color. And for the fig tree, that's all I have there. And you think I forget about the other fruit tree, right? I don't. This one a cucumber, the duo. This on the right hand side here, China Jade. It long, seedless. This one is a Quirk. It's a hybrid mini cucumber. It bear like crazy. Every note, so much of it. And these two, not two, it's three. 1, 2, 3 pot. These are strawberry, and so much fruit coming out. Look, it's just hanging, wait to be picked. Maybe next season I gonna duck all my strawberry in ground, put in container. See, it just put out the fruit ready to pick up like this. For this one is the melon. It's cherry. It's yellow and striped. Let's see it gonna bear any fruit or not. So these are all my fig tree that I just showed to you. All in container. It's 10 gallons. And now some of my other fruit tree. Let's start with a few citrus. This one is for cooking only, not eating fruit. It start to grow the leaf and some flower. It was not doing that good when it's inside the house. Now it start to bounce back. For this one is the biggest citrus tree I have, but this for ornamental only. The fruit cannot eat it, but the fragrance of the blossom is second to none. It's awesome. It's worth it to grow it just to smell the fragrance. And under the tree I have 2 more fig cutting. The one in the black pot, it dry out on top, but the bottom is still fresh. And that one is the I-258. It takes forever to root. I don't know it's gonna root or no, but a few days ago I dug up and I see a root or 2 that coming out, so I stuck it back in. And for this one is a tiny bud popping out. It's also a pretzel. And this one, it is a blackberry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 container of blackberry. It's growing really well, very vigorous. It's like nobody business growing. For my other citrus tree, this one is Owari Satsuma. When I received it, there was a tiny fruit, but it gets stressed when shipping, so it dropped its fruits. This one is a Navel Orange. It has a few fruit on there and flower. It suffered a little bit because there was a big rain and the container is stuck, doesn't drain well. By the time I see it, all the leaf start to fall out. It now only stem left on top there. And for this one is the Valencia Orange. It look really great. When the heat comes, it start to grow like a rocket launching. They put the shoot out everywhere, from the top to bottom. Look at that. Amazing, this one. Maybe any fruit this season, no idea. This one is also the Valencia Orange, the same from the same company. And this is, I just bought it yesterday. It's key lime. They say it's thornless, but what do I found? It's a lot of fun. For the last one, but not the least, absolutely, is the dragon fruit. I got them from Fitbit also. So Fitbit not just only sell figs, also sell other fruit too. So he sent me 3 cutting instead of 1 that he listed. The reason because he cannot ship any longer than this one. So he afraid this short one doesn't make it. He included one that already rooted. So now let's see if it's gonna bear any fruit for me, because as far as I know, this kind of tree are tropical, so it's kind of hard. So that's all the fruit tree I'm growing this season. And if you like the video, give it a like. And if you want to follow along and want to see updates or want to see if I will be able to grow any fruits from those trees, subscribe always welcome. So thank you for watching. See you next time.